without
These are the
headphones.
things. Which ones?
It's broken.
What are you talking about? Which? I see your stuff happening.
Check.
Are you happening?
You're happening. I'm happening.
You're three. Here.
We're all happening.
So-
Oh, there it is. Hey.
You can do it, so you can get what's
Oh.
comfortable. How about Derek? You feel?
I'm good.
Check.
Okay.
Feeling good. Feeling good.
So, how do we feel?
Feeling a little froggy today.
Froggy? Like you want to fight, or foggy? Like you can't see good?
I'm not going to fight. Do I look like a fighter to you?
If I backed you into a corner, which I'm not saying is something I don't want to do, and I don't mean it the way you're looking at me now, but I think you might fight.
I'll do what I got to do.
Like a fucking rat chewing
I
his
know
way
if
through.
Matt was next to you, you wouldn't have to. Stories.
Oh yeah, I'm ready recording. We're live. Look at that.
And
All the stuff's happening.
as they come, like that.
It's the quiet ones you gotta watch out
I
for.
can just see
Exactly.
someone just coming up and cracking him in the face and going, "Really?
Are we
You're gonna make me do
We're
this?
gonna do
You're really gonna? Okay, fine. Here we go.
just ordered the thing.
Yeah, I just ordered the first beer.
I heard a frappuccino. Where's my frappuccino? Boom, beep, 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 beep.
Can I get a cranberry juice?
Are we gonna even podcast? I should hit a button, I suppose.
This is the podcast. Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah.
There it is. No!
Quick! Cut to a commercial break.
Quick, give us
Damn
a
it.
ribbon.
Not this shit again.
I do believe the shit has hit the fan.
Why is this happening?
Yes.
Sabotage. Got you good, you fucker.
I
You
feel like
guys are
I
the
thought
only
I
ones
fixed
who
this.
ever see all this bullshit
Yeah.
on the phone.
On the phone.
Oh,
Oh, this is perfect.
what is this, Duke?
Duke.
What does this say?
Duke
Duke Jambalaya. It's Duke Jambalaya.
What the shit? It's gonna do it again, I bet. We have to do the whole fucking thing over.
I think third time will be a charm.
You got this, Clark.
It waits till we're like into it to do it too. It wouldn't just start doing that.
It's fun though. I thought that was really
The
cool.
old one never did that. Oh,
That was
It's something with the power. Something's taking power off the strip of the foot.
it just lost it. It just lost its mind. It just went out again.
Yeah, fucking thing. Unplug. Oh wait, no, stop.
Hold on.
It's this. Nope, it's the power. Hold on. I'm just gonna keep this unplugged. I'm
If you
gonna
look
plug
at
it
the
over
screen, a little finger comes up like this.
Yeah.
And then it just goes back down.
here. Oh, that can't be good. This just sparked everywhere. Dude, is this fucking power strip? This is Apple product.
It's got 6 power strips.
I don't even know how this goes on. Plugs in here.
No, don't do that.
I'm afraid I'm gonna get zapped.
You should pull it out of the outlet first.
That'll be a new one for me. What happened to Eric? We got zapped on the podcast. All right, let's see what
Well,
happens.
you've
really
electrocuted
nice.
yourself. You
It's really
stabbed
nice.
yourself. I mean,
The OK
what else is
Hunter
next?
podcast has now got dry ice in the back. Nope, that's the fucking power cord.
Hey, once you let the factory smoke out, you can't put it back in the box. I'm
All
just
right,
telling
all
you.
right. I'm gonna... Can the phone hear us? I don't even know. I'm like all sweaty and weird now. Jesus Christ.
You got the weird part down pretty good.
That's like, get your shit together.
Sweat is the only thing to do there.
Sweaty balls.
Sweaty balls.
Okay, let's see what happens now. Holy Santa
I'm
Claus shit.
excited to see what happens.
Yeah.
Let's
Where's the mute? Audio.
Maybe we might be ready to pull the earmuffs off so we don't blow our eardrums out next time.
Can everybody hear us now? I don't even know. No one's commenting. They've all left the building. Where's the comments? Oh,
I
there they are.
can't say as I blame them.
If they heard what we heard, I
What
would
are
be
these
gone
shenanigans?
also.
Matt, can you hear us? Before I hit record and do... Yeah, okay, let's do it.
Okay.
This is the OKest Hunter
Record.
podcast.
For fuck's sake.
Damn it, Eric. Damn it.
This is the OKest Hunter podcast.
Good.
Never pass on shooter bucks, because that's just meat in the freezer. It's your tag. You hunt how you work. This is OKest Hunter.
Hey,
Hey.
welcome to the OKS OKS Hunter podcast.
Better late than never.
Yeah. If that's any sign about how deer season's going to go. It
That's
sounds
exactly how it's gonna go.
Zap. Kaplunk. Holy cow. You're listening to the OKS Hunter podcast brought to you by Half Rack. Coming at you from Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. Check out half-rack.com for all your deer hunting accessories this season. From soup to nuts. You got it for the field. You got it for the swag. You got it for off-season, in-season, all the way to when you hang that bad boy in your garage or on your playground. You're going to see Half Rack the whole way through. And the meat lug is coming out. So they even got a cooler for you.
Hey-o.
Boom shakalaka. Check it out.
Go
He's
lug
on
some meat.
fire. No, seriously, go check those guys out. They're pretty swell.
Wow, you were on a bit of a roll there. You kind of needed that though after the big clusterfuck we just went through.
I'm going to guzzle this bourbon.
That almost took me back to like dial-up internet days.
Yeah.
It's like, ding, ding.
Terrible. Nothing like getting the Jesus scared out of you when I'm about to like take a drink. Good thing I didn't spit this on my laptop. Holy crap. We are rolling. Spartan Forge, good friends of ours. You were making use of the app when
Sure
you're up in
was.
the Northwoods there, guy.
Yeah, I had the app rolling pretty good.
Yeah.
Yep, dropped some pins, found some stuff.
Did you figure out how to use that more effectively yet? Did you figure out how to like scrub through different like
Yes, the
Okay.
Lambda,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and then the settings.
Okay.
I was just always on like the wrong map to do this. I'm like, I don't have what he's got. Nope, it was just one swipe away. Ding dong.
you're one
Yeah.
swipe away from more refined maps and data.
I'm almost a little bit better at being smart, but not much.
Yeah, but you're smarter than your average bear when it comes to like
Evolution takes
Yeah.
time.
Millions.
It does.
the Melkors come up short. Just kidding.
I saw what you did there.
Oh,
Saw what you did there.
Wow, you kind of slid that in there.
Yeah, that was real. That was well done.
You
Yeah.
can't miss it when it's on the tee. You slow pitch it at me, I'll probably still miss it.
Ooh, they just keep on rolling.
Well,
Swing low, short tee.
Yeah.
yeah, there you go. Go Wild. TimeToGoWild.com is the website. If I search there every week to see who's tagging the OKS Hunter in like a listen, and then I screenshot the ones that I like. Hey, look, they said something nice.
You sent some today.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
So I'm on there quite a bit, checking stuff out, poking around, seeing what's going on. I'm going to do some shopping on there. They got a lot of trail cams to buy, and you get your discount codes from OHP, and post there, and you start to see those discounts coming through. So it might be better than your camo fire. You build up enough points.
Oh, it probably is.
Oh, well, there you go.
And it's probably stuff that you want. Like Camo Fire is kind of like
Kind of get what you
an
got.
outlet, right?
Yeah.
Like so they
Yeah.
got some sizes, like
It's a
Real weird.
fire sale.
Yeah. It's like wheeling and dealing over there.
it's like a rummage sale online.
Uh-huh.
But
We did.
But at the rate that your cameras got stolen last year, it's probably not the worst strategy whatsoever.
I
You
have one guy's sitting real pretty with all my cameras right now.
What a tick.
Just
Don't
that
be
one
guy.
I
property.
just wanted to get you on camera. He just wanted to
Yeah.
take a look at Derek.
I used that as a reference with my son today. There was like a water bottle and a ball at the park. We went to the park before, and he's like, "Dad, look at this ball's just sitting here. No one is around. We should take this." I was like, "Look here, my son. Just because you find something hanging on a tree in the woods doesn't mean you should." Oh wait, no. Just because you find a ball at the park doesn't mean it's yours.
That's right.
I owned a bike once, but I turned into the cops. And then they're like, if you wait 90 days and no one claims it, it's yours. And then it was. So I did the right thing.
Look at you.
Yeah, that was cool. I was very excited when the cops rolled up and gave me my bike. And I was
Oh.
like, oh my God.
That's awesome.
They were excited. I
What
was
if-
like a little kid, It was a dyno comp.
Great bike.
Yeah, black with like
Who
fire
didn't want a
orange.
dyno? I
Oh
still
my
want a
God.
dyno.
Dude, I
comp.
want one just for nostalgia right now. I'll ride the pegs and do some Euro. What are they called? Like, I don't even know.
I saw one. Somebody was camping on Sunday. We're coming back from the cabin up north, and somebody was camping, pulling their little pop-up camper with their bike rack on there,
Yeah.
and there was a dyno comp with like the crazy handlebars that were
Yes.
like way
Oh, they had
forward. And I was
forward.
like, somebody knows what they're doing. And I drove by, and I'm pretty positive it
Those
was like the
bikes were
45-year-old dad.
comfortable.
It was
As a
definitely
grown
his
man, you
bike.
can ride that. Like, that's what's so. Anyway, wow, we're going to go back into the archives
I'm so glad you said dyno comp. That took me back.
here. What was the other? I don't remember the other ones, but anywho,
pegs.
Those were the thing.
With the pegs.
yeah, you
The
weren't
bigger
cool.
the peg, the better.
Yeah, because you had to have like a girl riding on the pegs. That's what made you really cool. It's not that you knew how
I
to ride
never
the bike.
had a girl. I just had a buddy.
We would like ride to the movie theater down like Capitol Drive in Pewaukee. It was terrible, like with traffic, and we were like, "Oh yeah, look at us go! Gonna go see some. I don't even know what it was.
Did you ring your bell?
Drew Barrymore movie, probably.
You were going to see Power Rangers.
Maybe. Latitude Outdoors. Last week we weren't in studio. We were here, but we had pre-recorded an episode with the working class guys. So then we were out in the backyard putzing around with the sticks. We got, and there's a little bit of controversy about the fact that maybe not everyone has them yet. They are shipping out, and they're shipping out fast. They're getting them in droves, and they're shipping out as fast as they possibly can.
Today,
so everybody just chill.
Yeah,
get your stuff.
Yeah.
You'll have it in time before season. You'll have plenty of time to practice.
Take your nuts, put them in the freezer, and just chill out for a little bit. It'll be okay.
Goosey goosey, baby.
But I think I've watched quite a few of the review videos because I didn't. Obviously, everyone's gonna do a lot of the same stuff. Everyone's trying to answer the same questions. Someone asked us on ours, like, how do they do? When they're wet, are they slippery? Someone did one in like a downpour, so I don't feel the need to necessarily do it. I could probably just link to that other guy's video. But then the space with like a heavier boot on the distance from the tree to the step or whatever was another question. I thought that felt okay. Like, I don't think that's very different than the sticks I've been using. I don't know.
It's an inch or so maybe, and to some that makes a difference. Others it won't.
Depends on how big your foot and boot are.
Yeah.
If you're duck-footed, you got more space.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, but overall, like the part where you, Derek, had, it wasn't on the tree.
Yeah, that bottom standoff.
But it wasn't coming off either.
It was more solid than I would have ever guessed.
Yeah,
it was
just
pretty
any
impressive.
other stick that I've put on the tree and done that too. It usually does the
I've had
twist.
a kick out, and it was
That's
a precarious situation all of a
not good.
sudden.
I've been pretty lucky not to have a ton of them, but messing around like in the backyard, like what we
Mhm.
did, I've had, like where I've like kind of attempted to see what they could do, and kickouts are scary as hell.
Yeah,
If you've
freaked me out.
ever
I've
been in a
never had it
situation
until I
where
was
you're
in the
more
field.
than
Coming down at
6
night.
feet off the ground, like,
Yeah.
that's not fun.
And even though you have a lineman belt on, it doesn't it doesn't do much good if you're not putting tension on it. So once that went away, I was like, what's gonna happen? Am I gonna fall? It was very sketchy.
Yeah, the lineman belt, keeps you attached to the tree, but you can still drop
Yeah.
and hit sticks, branches.
Yeah, like cartoon style.
Yeah.
Boom.
Okay. Wile E. Coyote style.
Yeah. Oh, lots of comments coming in. Hey, Levi, Mike, how's it going? Facebook user, I can't see who you are. You're probably in a group right now. Tony, what's going on? Grant, thanks everyone that said they couldn't hear us. Josh, lots of people in here. Austin, Calder, James. Hello. The phone lines are open. I don't know when I'll bring a caller in, but the phone lines are open. I'll put the number on the screen. I guess I should do that.
Grab it.
Crap.
How do I do that? I don't know how to do it. Questions? No? Call? Here we go. Anyway, yeah, Latitude Outdoors, use code OHP, save yourself some money, check out. I think I got everybody. Yeah, we're not drinking Drop Time yet. We usually switch over to it. It's pretty good. I've been really burning through this Christmas stash that I have of bourbon from that bourbon thing I did. That was like really advantageous for apparently just me. I don't know what happened. I didn't do anything different than anybody else.
Stack the deck in your favor somehow.
Did you guys try on those boots?
I have them on right now.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Greg's breaking them in. I tried mine on.
I mean, obviously, I'm going to need more than an opinion of them just being on, like, they're not house shoes.
No, they're not house shoes. These are, this one here, I think I got to do some adjusting on because there's a weird rub in the ankle. But then again, they are brand new.
Yeah, you got to work them in.
They're literally 15 minutes old on my feet. Time will tell. I like the way they fit across the widest part of my foot. Usually,
Bring that mic a little closer to your mouth. Okay, there we go.
Usually they are
Oh, that's better.
a lot tighter, and I can't feel my toes.
Okay,
So-
yeah, they do. They are wide.
These are 13 wide, and they fit perfect. There's not a lot. Yeah, there's very little. It's just the right amount of room for wiggle.
And did you bring thick socks or just tall socks?
These are a medium
Okay.
hiking sock.
But you would want a thick sock in those anyways. It's an early season boot, right? Those are hikers.
Yeah, it depends on what kind of weather condition I'm walking in.
They're waterproof up to the bottom of the tongue there, I think.
We'll test that out. I have a crick that's perfect for it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Go catch some frogs.
We're talking,
catch some
just for
frogs.
those that don't know, if you're in podcast land, it'll make more sense because there's an ad on the front, but it's the Lacrosse Ursa boot, and they wanted us to try them out. So we're going to try them out. No one has them yet. Like, not no one, but they're brand new to the market. So it's like, I can't I can't be like, go buy these boots. They're the best. But I can talk about them, and that's the point.
Eric had mentioned to us that Lacrosse wanted to send some boots out for us to test, and in my head, like Lacrosse,
We think knee boots.
I think rubber boots
Yeah,
all the time.
I mean,
Like
we've
they make
had-
some nice rubber boots.
Yeah.
They got like the Arrowhead, the Burley, Alpha
The
Burley, and
Alpha
all
Burley,
that.
mhm.
But like I did not expect when I looked up or clicked on the link you sent, I did not expect this
That-
kind of
yeah,
hiker
you're
because
like,
this
"Oh,
is
cool."
very new to
Yeah.
like they're very reminiscent of a more aggressive like
They
crispy
look like a crispy.
style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
boot. They're very stiff.
The tread block's a bit more open and a little shallower than some of the hiker boots, so it might actually be okay for shedding mud off right before you climb up the
Sticking.
tree. Yeah. I can't wait to put some miles on them. Actually,
That's how I feel. All I have is rubber boots. So I'm like, I can finally go hiking and not in my rubber boots and sweat my feet off.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Anyway, so there's that. It's kind of neat. Didn't intend to talk about that, but I figured you probably had them on your feet.
Yep.
And they're stylish. They look nice. I mean, whatever. I gotta get if anyone has a good recommendation how to get the stink out of boots, like that rubbery new boot
yeah.
smell.
You go get some mud on them.
Well, that's kind of it, right? You just gotta wear
Yeah,
them. I just
you
don't
start
want
wearing
I
'em.
don't want to track them around in the deer woods brand new. Remember, my dad got me a pair of boots a long time ago for like my birthday or Christmas or something, but like way ahead of time, so I could actually use them for deer season. They're out of the box. It's like, well, yeah, you might want to air them out
They stink, man.
before you get into
They
them because
stink.
they will. Yeah, they have
All
a very
boots.
pungent.
I have a boot dryer that has an ozone machine in it.
Oh, kills
So-
odor. I won't know that. I don't know that there's anything that wouldn't get ruined by ozone. So
Right.
it's concerned.
Yeah, that's my only concern. But I've used it just to kind of like I've dunked some of my rubber boots, like filled them.
Yep.
And they get that raunchy foot smell. It never goes away. I mean, I ran the ozone off that machine, and maybe it's just not that potent, but it kind of takes it away temporarily. But as soon as you get them wet again or start sweating them in again, they start to stink.
The weird thing I heard about rubber boots, and I think I tried this once. It was years ago, but it was like once your rubber boots, and it doesn't take long to get that nasty swamp. I mean, your feet
Yeah.
are sweating them constantly. But it was shelled corn. Fill it with shelled corn. That dried shelled
If
corn.
it's dried
will
shelled corn, it's going to
soak
absorb
up
moisture.
a
That
lot
makes
of
sense.
that, and it'll help with the smell. And I did it, and like it was better, but like
Yeah.
I feel like the smell is not gone.
I've heard of people
Just-
taking and using the packing gel packets,
All those like silica
the
gel.
silica gel packets, and jamming them in there, and that's supposed to help. They do keep the packaging, products inside of packaging dry, right?
Our buddy Corey, who shot the playground.
Mm-hmm.
Playground.
Yep. Yeah, the deer
3D
vein.
shoot with us.
Yep.
He was just sending some pictures the other day. He's getting his joke.
Tenacious Hunter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tenacious Hunter.
Tenacious D.
Not to be confused with Jack Black. But he buys a bunch of those silica packets off of Amazon and puts them in his trail cams. So there's no moisture around the batteries and
Sure.
all that.
Mm.
Because I just actually lost one. I was working on it today. Somehow moisture got in it. All the terminals, everything was rusty. And then I pulled off like the actual digital component on that side and underneath the
And
whole
this is
circuit
all
board. So I was
trash.
just going to see if like, if I could, wire brush all the terminals.
Yep.
Can I fix it? But she's in the trash. Goodbye.
All done.
Seal must have went bad.
Foam Fest is coming up.
It
I guess
is.
there's some fun Vortex. I forgot to clap at the beginning, didn't I? That'll
You
have to
did.
count. They sent us this to give away. What do we got here? I don't even know. I just pulled out of the
Crossfire
box.
rangefinder
Yep.
HD
Crossfire.
1400.
Ooh.
That's got to be better than anything I would get from the store.
This is
Uh,
probably
yeah.
better than anything
That's
any of us would get.
better than what I've got right now.
Definitely.
Yeah, yours. You and I go back and forth on the
Yeah,
rangefinder
whatever.
situation, don't
Yeah,
we?
dude, you were both hitting the targets because yours were a little different.
Oh yeah.
And then some binoculars, 10x42, the Triumph HD.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. We're gonna give this stuff
That's
away
a-
at Foam Fest.
That's a new product for them this year.
Oh, really?
It's a very budget friendly.
Does it come with?
I had not heard of those before.
Yeah.
What does it come? What comes in the box?
What's
Glass
in the
pack, comfort
box?
neck strap, lens cloth, tethered objective lens covers. Okay, so they got a picture here with the
Binoculars.
holster, but that doesn't come with it. I just wasn't sure. Yeah, and then we got the bare bows, the one on the wall here. I got to put the sight back on that one. I took it off so it'd be flush on the wall, even though I switched out. I had it hung anyways. We got a pink one outside the studio here, hanging out. I I feel like there's more stuff happening. Latitude, I just talked to them today. They are going to give away a saddle kit.
Sweet.
I don't know which
Nice.
one yet, but I imagine that'll be in the mail soon. Go Wild, they're sending us a sight pin and a drop away.
Drop
And
away
I
rest.
think it's a Spot Hog
Spot hog
sight
stuff.
pin, and the drop away I'm not sure. But they have a really cool program where they have like their Sasquatch closet, basically stuff that maybe got returned. So that's what, but it's all new. It's just once,
like the
once you
bargain
can't
cave.
sell it new once it gets opened.
Cabela's used to have the bargain
Yes.
cave.
Yep.
They
They go,
got
"There's a
rid of
squatch
that when they
closet or
switched
something."
to Bass Pro Shops. That was my favorite place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that.
good spot.
Yeah. So, yeah, and then Spartan Forge will toss in probably a bunch of memberships, annual memberships. I'm talking to a couple other brands still. So, by the way, like Lacrosse Boots is one of them. We're giving a $500 gift card to First Light.
Wow.
There's
Half rack.
Half racks. Yeah, I got to talk to them. It's going to be a whole smorgasbord of half rack for sure. Like
So
it was last
there's
year.
going to be product.
Yeah, they overdo it.
They
They're
do
like, What do you
overdo it.
need? What do you need, Eric?
And then they send you extra. Always do.
I
Those guys
think-
are phenomenal.
I think last year almost everybody left
With
with
half rack.
something pretty good, like
Yeah.
with something pretty decent. A
Yeah, I
lot
think-
of people won.
Last year we had right around 40 people throughout the day, and it didn't feel like a lot because a lot of people were on the course. So, but some people kind of like came to shoot, and then they're like, "Hey, I don't need a prize. Like, give my ticket away or whatever." But when we actually did the giveaway, yeah, a lot of people won because it wasn't that many people there. So far, I think today we just crossed the 20 people mark, and I know
Sweet.
there's still a number of people that had said verbally that they
Yeah,
are
they're,
going to go.
they're showing up.
And so I suspect in the next, 3 to 4 weeks, we'll see, a bunch more people come through, whether it's FOMO or last minute or, the grass is greener, like they'll pick on this, they'll pick an event or whatever. A lot of people like camping and stuff. So
Spread the word. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Bring them all.
yeah, it's a pretty chill, relaxed podcast. I thought I was going to be feeling more rowdy tonight. I don't know why. But
Our Foam Fest, by the way, is on Penny's birthday.
oh my gosh, is it really? That's
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
terrible.
Well, I think it'll be fun because we're gonna bring them.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna bring like a birthday cake and
You
like
should do
not
that.
that that's like her birthday party, but like we'll do like
We'll
a little
make a thing
birthday
out of
party
it.
because
There'll be
your
a bunch
kids
of
will be
kids.
there.
Yeah.
There'll be
Yeah,
kids.
you got to make a thing.
That'll
with
be
it.
fun,
That's
right?
good. I didn't realize that. Was it like that last year?
No.
I'm really close.
It was close. Yeah, but
My wife would kill me if that was one of our kids' birthdays. We're close though because we're all
she's trying to kill me. I think it's like a slow acting poison.
It's just poison. I'm wondering my back went out today. What's that all about?
Slowing
What,
you
she's got,
down one
she's got
little
a voodoo
cripple at a time.
No feeling in the left side of my face.
She's got a voodoo.
It's a little
doll at
Bell's
home.
palsy. It'll be fine.
Oh, God, what the hell is
Smells
that? My wife's got a voodoo doll too. She unplugged the freaking mixer. Holy cow.
She's got a little switch.
Yeah, She's just
digital.
messing with us. Like a remote for the studio I don't know about.
You've been out shooting your bow much?
It's in my car because I need to go to the archery shop.
Oh, okay.
And every day I'm like, I'll just swing over there real quick. And every day I'm like, so, okay, I didn't get my emissions on my car or whatever. I forgot that I was supposed to do that. And I'm like, for whatever reason, I can't find a place to do that. Like all the places I would go, all the mechanic shops, oh, we don't do that anymore. So I don't know if the DOT has effed over the shops that were like agreeing to do that work because there's like, none of them are doing it anymore. Like, where am I supposed to take my freaking car to do this?
Because you don't pay for it, right?
No, it's free. But so
So
then
what
I
shop wants to mess
so then
with
I just
that?
kept not doing it
They're
because
not
I'm like, this
making any
feels too
money.
difficult. I can't solve this problem in the like 10 minutes I have of like, on my phone looking for, done. Or it's like the weekend and they're all closed. I can't call them. I'm like, well, this is stupid. Now I have time and they're not open. I finally figured it out. So I'm like, oh, and I got to race here to do that. I got to do this. I got to pick that. It's like, so whatever. That's the intention is to go. I got to redo the tape. If you recall,
Yeah.
I'm just slightly off and I want to get it right. So I think
Fair
once I get
enough.
that redialed in, I'll be right as rain and then I'll launch some arrows.
I got to shoot before this weekend because you guys are shooting this weekend, right?
Oh, that's a shoot thing. I thought we were just going to go talk to people.
The BHA thing, dude. That's
It's a
at the
rendezvous,
whole-
but I
that's
just thought
at
we were. I just thought we were gonna go
the
speak, and then
Rib
like
Mountain Bowman, their 3D course. It's like Foam Fest, but with seminars.
my
and
wife
speakers.
reminded me that I'm doing that. That's how bad I am right
You're gonna
now.
shoot, right?
Are you coming?
I'm
bringing
bringing my bow. I'm gonna
I-
shoot.
You clearly did not read my message
Did you
when
say
I asked
you're going?
what time are we leaving.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Monday.
No, I was talking about Saturday. I even said in the text message Saturday.
You guys,
And Derek was asking me. We're like, well, I don't know.
I don't
what are we
even know
doing?
what
Where
room of
should
my
I meet
house
you
I'm
guys?
in
I
right
don't
now.
know.
I don't even know what's happening.
Lord have mercy.
Another round of bourbon from my friends.
Yeah, we got a caller. Who should we talk to?
Who do we have?
Somebody's
Bradley
gonna sort us out.
Werwinsk.
Yeah.
Can I say from Hubertus? Do we know Brad?
No, I don't think
I
so.
bet you we do.
Maybe we do.
Brad?
Brad, you're live on the podcast. What's up?
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Brad Werwinski.
Brad
Hey,
Warinsky.
how we
The
doing?
infamous Brad Warinsky. How are you?
Man, I've been wanting to call in with you guys for a while. So
Well,
Good,
it's
glad you
about
did.
damn time. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing good, man. I'm just getting off of work.
What were you building today?
Kind of hopping between two different jobs. I got a pole shed job going on and a big fence job I'm trying to wrap up.
Sure. Is the pole shed for somebody we might mutually know?
Yeah, it's for, my buddy Dave Bechtel.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Can you hang deer in that pole shed?
Yeah, you can.
That's good.
That was the whole intent anyway.
You can hang a lot of deer in that pole
Yeah.
shed.
You got to go get one of those half rack pulleys. They got them.
Yeah, there you go.
I still need one of those.
Hmm.
Nice.
So how pumped are you for deer
Yeah.
season? That's what we're supposed to be talking about. We just haven't turned the corner yet. Maybe you can help us.
I'm super pumped. I'm going to head to North Dakota on the September 1st and try to score a buck over there again this year. So
Nice.
Nodak.
Yeah, because you
Yep.
got one last
Yeah,
year, right?
and you guys were in like a canoe or something, weren't you?
yeah, I had a great hunt out there last year. First time ever going to North Dakota, and it paid off pretty good. But and there's so many other pieces of property I want to check out that I never even did last year. So
Cool.
What was
it's
that
a cool
like?
area.
Like,
yeah.
had you not gone there before your first time? So like planning, prepping, traveling, scouting, did it all came together obviously, but did it feel that easy when you're in the midst of it all?
Not really, but it came together pretty good for me on it. But I was falling asleep on the maps like every night for a month.
Sure.
And and Onyx is a lot better on the computer, so and you can see like 3-dimensional views so much better. And it's just so I would just spend hours at night looking at spots, and the first one I went into paid off.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That's
yeah, that was
cool.
a great video. You
But-
got,
That was on the Chase
Oh, thanks,
Nation.
man.
That was on the Chase. I can't talk apparently. The Chase Nation YouTube, right, where that debuted.
Yep,
Or is that-
that's on last year's first episode of the season last year for them. So
And what else do you have going? You have something else going on nowadays too, right?
yeah, so I just started DI Wild, just to kind of my own little thing, my own project,
Cool.
and that's on Carbon TV.
Yeah, we're on.
But I'm hoping to get 15 episodes in for the whole season. So I got episode 3 starting up here, and I'm gonna hopefully in 2 weeks put that one out. So
15, man. Good for you.
that's awesome.
We did. What did we do? 9 for
Yeah.
OKist?
Yeah, I think we did 9.
Yeah, we did. But we launched it at I don't know if that was the best time to launch it in March.
No, not so much.
yeah, that's kind of when I started too. Right about this one, I remember watching your first episode on there. Kind of right about the same time.
My thought was I wanted it up before trade show season, so when we were at trade show, we had something to talk about, and that kind of worked.
Yeah,
But I also thought,
Yeah.
well, we're gonna miss the excitement of season, but maybe not, because maybe there's some discovery searchability that maybe we'll be more indexed now than if we were just launching. I don't really know what I'm doing. So who knows? I'm just placing bets on the table and hoping for sevens.
I mean, as long as you guys are having fun, that's the whole thing, really.
Well, that's what it's all about anyway, is
Yeah.
having fun. I mean, we do take some of it seriously, but we're really serious about having fun.
There you go.
Yeah,
I like
Greg.
that.
Wow. Greg's on a roll. How much
So
bourbon have you had?
that event that you guys have coming up, a friend of mine in Michigan told me about it, and she's trying to come down for that, so I might definitely try to go to that.
Is that Emily who's got her license
Yep.
plate now is
Yeah.
OK Center. She's
Yeah,
one of my favorites on social. I
Yep.
mean, obviously we know why, because she's really repping OK Center. I'm like, man, she's also a
dude,
killer.
She loves you guys. She's a killer too. She's a good killer.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you should make it out there, man. That'd be great.
Yeah,
We'd
it'd
love
be
to meet
awesome
you.
to see you and finally meet you in
I
person.
know, because I mean, where are you guys at? Like Oconomowoc or something?
Yeah, right. Oconomowoc. But
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's that's where this is. But Derek's out in West Bend, Greg's in Lake Mills.
Mhm.
We got people all over. Now we got a whole network
yeah.
of podcasts, so we got people all over apparently. All out in Virginia now.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I live in West Bend too, so
Oh, well, there you
Oh,
go.
no shit.
You're by Derek.
All right.
Cool.
yeah.
And you also know my co-host Matt Strime from Weathered Oaks.
On the fishing
Yep.
podcast.
Yeah,
He's my co-host for the fishing
Wait,
podcast.
are you?
so
Is he your co-host or are you his?
We're it's a mutual
Is he
agreement.
the big spoon or are you the big?
Well, he's bigger than me. I mean, he's a bigger teddy bear
They're
than I am.
co-hosting.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
co-hosting.
there
That's
we
right.
go.
That's right. Co-hosts go in the box, and then they go on the grill.
That's funny.
Dude, I just was out on Lake Michigan last week for a day with a couple guys that work with me and stuff, and we couldn't catch any kings, but we got a few coho and rainbow, and I caught a couple Lakers, so it was a good day. But
Yep. Yeah, and we were doing really well on kings. The majority of our fish were kings that were 2 and 4 year olds. So
How do you age a fish?
just when you cut them open, you see skein in them. Skein is the eggs.
That's a mature.
That's mature. That one's going to be losing its
Coho.
eggs here.
That's the
so
dad bod
Their
fish.
antlers are a little girthier on the older ones.
You count the rings around the meat.
Yeah.
I'm just giving you shit.
how old are the kings that come up and they turn black? And
those are typically
that,
4 year olds. Yeah, those are typically 4 year olds. Those are the fish at the end of their life. Lake Michigan kings have a 4 year life cycle. Cohos might have about the same or less. I don't know as much about the cohos as I do kings, but you get a 4 year lifespan out of a king salmon, and you can't always tell that they're a 4 year old by their size. You would assume like if it's 20 pounds or better, that's going to be a 4 year old fish. This year the fish aren't as fat. They got big heads on them, but you look at it and
Like
go,
pike.
like the size of
Big
that
head,
head,
skinny
that fish
bodies.
should be a 20 pounder. Well, you put it on the scale at 17, 16, 17, 18 pounds. We got two that were, one that was over 20, one was at 20, and the rest of them were 16 to 18 pounds.
Folks, if you don't know, Greg is the co-host of the OK's Fisher podcast.
That is why he is hosting a fishing
Yeah.
podcast,
He is
my friends.
plugging hard. That's good stuff.
The fella
Yeah.
knows
I
it.
don't know, man. We went out of port. We did pretty good.
He's
Went
still
out
going.
of Milwaukee. We did even. I think we did better. My buddy Dan and I went out and we crushed 8 fish, and I think we were off the lake by 10:30, 11 o'clock. So that was a pretty good morning.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But all silverfish, no.
But yeah,
no
I-
trout. Go ahead, Brad.
yeah, I'm counting down the days like you guys are probably for bow season here starts. So
Well, yeah,
Nope.
come to Foam Fest, and it's your last ditch effort to make sure all your stuff's buttoned up the way it's supposed to be before season. So we say just come fling some arrows, try to lose a few, and get your stuff dialed in one last time before you go out into the woods.
Plus, we just like hanging out with
Yep.
like-minded people and getting to meet new people and even just seeing people we've seen before. It's just nice to have the family back together again.
yeah, that sounds good. How many people do you expect to be up to that event?
40.
Yeah, it's
I
usually
don't-
right
I
around
don't-
40. It's
yeah.
not huge.
Last year we had 40. This year I thought we'd be more than that, just because it's the second year. We could probably grow a little with it, but I imagine we'll be somewhere between 40 and 50. Which it's
Well,
a good.
I
It's
got a
good
few
venue.
buddies that live out that way too, so maybe I'll shoot them a message about it and try to get a few more people up there too.
There
Dude,
you
that'd
go,
be
man.
awesome.
That'd be great.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for calling in, man. Good
Yeah.
to hear from you.
Yeah, no problem. I'm almost pulling into my house here now, so
Yeah, hey, if you
guys
don't,
take care.
hopefully we
You
see
too.
you at Foam Fest, but if we don't, good luck in North Dakota, buddy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good
man.
luck.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
All
Have
right,
a good
have a good
night.
one.
We had a question come through. He was on. I'm glad he called. Amy Jensen. I don't. Amy, I'm not sure if I know you or not, or if we do, but questions will be up on the screen here. I bird hunt this year with my husband, but my husband is demanding I go deer hunting with him. Tips for a beginner so I can show him up. Come home with as the breadwinner.
Yeah, I
Yes.
like it, Amy.
Put yourself
I
where the
like
deer
it.
are. That's number one.
Might be asking the wrong podcast though.
I know, very general question.
But tips for I don't know. That's probably a
Time,
good
time in the
segue.
field, right? I mean, if your husband has to be out working or at work and you have the ability to slip
Ooh.
away and get in there more often than he does, time in the woods, and then make your adjustments. Don't be afraid to make some adjustments. So if you set up in a place, right, and we're all guilty of it, and the deer are moving 200 yards away, if you've got time, if you've got 2 hours yet before it's time to shut it down, pick up and move to where the deer are coming through.
adjustability is huge. I
Yep.
was talking with a buddy today, David Jansen, who hunts the same area up in the Nicolet that I
Yep.
do.
Yep.
And we were talking about the scouting video that I just
Mhm.
put out. And he's like, man,
He watched it
yeah, he watched it.
all 45 minutes.
He did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Holy,
And,
that's cool.
and we were talking about the area with the blowdowns and whatnot. And he was like, man, I saw your picture of the buck you shot opening day with your dad still hunting. And he's like, I sat in a tree that whole day. It was wind blown and I was blizzarding and I was miserable. And I saw you post that picture and say you decided to still hunt. He's like, I don't know why I didn't do that.
Yep.
He's like, I am so mad. He's like, I think about it all the time.
Trust-
Why
I
didn't
think
I
about it all
just,
the time.
why didn't I do it? But that's the adjustability. Like you got to just
Be adjustable
whatever
and go
you
with your
can
gut.
do.
If your gut's telling you, if you're just kind of got this feeling, I shouldn't be here, this isn't the right spot, or this isn't what I should even be doing. Okay, now it's time to go figure out what the right thing is to do.
Yeah. Derek, I tell you, you have got to meet Joel, my buddy. He came by this weekend. He brought his AR-15 that he just bought from Shields. He's all jacked up about it.
Sweet.
And I'm not a gun guy. I get it. It's fine. But I also am like, cool, dude. I like your gun. It's very nice.
It's a cool gun.
Racking it back, like, whatever. It's fine.
Hold it. It's like
Yeah.
a baby.
Yeah,
Hold it.
yeah, Good thing Dane wouldn't see it. He would have been all about it.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, he's like you. He's always moving. He's always on the move. He's a still hunter. He can't sit still is the problem. Like we'll go gun hunting and he'll be like 2 counties over. And I'm like, what? Where are you? Well, yeah, I got to walking around and I kicked a deer here and I saw this person, I saw that person, I saw this person. I met a new friend over here in this county. I met a new friend in that county. And next thing you know, I shot a deer. Can you come pick me up? Like, he's just crazy.
I've already hitchhiked 2 different
But-
people.
You know, to get back to that point, he got down and saw something where everybody else in the group was, it's cold, it sucks,
Mhm.
it's windy.
Well, I'm
we didn't
hunkering
see-
down for a nap.
We
Yeah,
didn't see
for sure.
Jack all day.
It was
And
terrible.
the one guy that gets up and moves around and gets mobile, that's the guy that's finding it.
Mike Zappa just asked a question, so we're gonna go back a step here because he had asked. He's like, I'll put it on the screen again. It'll take a second because we got a small leg. But he
Got a
said,
giggle here. What's the giggles?
"Talk more about Phone Fest or Film Fest or whatever you're talking about. I'm interested and confused as to what you're talking about."
Foam.
Yeah, are you saying
You-
Pam or
Pamna?
Pam?
Foamna?
Do the backstory
Foam-
on the name Foam Fest because I think I get asked more times about what.
So this is something like
Nobody knows what the hell that
I don't know
means.
if both of us came up with it at the same time, but
I get it.
we
but
so
explain it.
you want me to take a kick
No,
at
put
it?
the camera on you. Go for it. I'll
You
see
want
how
me to do it? All right.
Go.
Light her up.
So
Fall on your own sword. Yeah.
it's fine. Dick. We were looking at doing some sort of archery event, right? And
We
I'm
were
like,
at the deer vein shoot when
We
this
were-
conversation
yeah,
happened. I was like, we should do this.
Well, we had that discussion before that though, before even the deer vein shoot came about.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
We did have that we were talking about. That'd be cool. We should see how this goes. So we did. We went and shot it, and it's like, yeah, we should do something. Yeah, but it'd be kind of cool to do it like a brewery. And I knew of a brewery out by
That's
me.
close to you, right?
That was close
Hubbleton?
to yep.
Hubbleton.
Yep.
Yes.
And they had some land, and I'm like, we should do this, And he's like, yeah, brewery. Foam Fest. He said Foam Fest right as I was starting to think of something related to foam, and
But it was
that's
it was
what
a
it
play
was.
on words because
Yep.
foam for foam targets. 3D targets are made out of foam. We're
And then
killing foam.
afterward, the
And
foam on the
beer.
beer.
Foam head on the beer. Like, let's do. And so it was going to be an event, one of its kind. The brewery got into a tissy
With
the
the
township,
township.
or vice versa. The township got into tissy with the brewery.
About the shooting on the
About
property.
events.
No, it wasn't even
Live
that. It was
events.
just events because they
And-
were really rolling in it. Like
and they couldn't anymore.
They would have food trucks, barbecue people coming out there.
Oh,
And it was a nice deal.
At that point, I'd already had gone to market with the name because we were all set to go. We had gone to Hubbleton. We had toured the place. We were gonna like
you
rent
had map
targets.
drawn.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
I'm
we were-
not
we were gonna
of
do it.
where
mapping
the
things
targets were
out.
going to be.
Yep.
the whole thing. I was thinking like this is gonna be fun. We're gonna shoot bows on a 3D course on a. They had 40 acres of land. We were going to access all 40 acres. We had a small parcel to
Yeah,
carve out
we had a
for us.
little small area.
But then afterwards, we could go into this brewery. They had like, a pool table, all the beer, all the fixins and stuff. And then that all happened. And I was like, well, I need to find a new venue now. And Hork and Marsh Bowman, I had to then join as a member. I had to also join the Wisconsin Bowhunter Association or whatever it's called. I don't even know what it's called, but I had to go to all these board meetings. They have a Gavilan, and they're like, hear you. You know, all in favor of Foam Fest?
Yay or nay?
You know, it was like Thomas Jefferson was there. It was crazy. But then they all in favor, yay! So we could do it. We did our thing, and then this year they converted to a 501c3 not for profit, which changed the dynamic because we're a for-profit business. So they were like, you can't have a for-profit business on a not-for-profit property because it's misaligned. So we had to like work through the details of how that was going to happen and come together. But nonetheless, the name stays because whatever.
Because that's what it's
That's
called.
what we call
It's
this.
foam. Foam. Foam.
And I have some fun
Fest.
stickers. We designed stickers of like a foam target, foam fest. Like, so once you see that, it'll make more sense. Mike, thanks for the question. Good question.
But really, it's just it's at Horicon, Marsh Bowman. They
Which
have
is a
an
beautiful
awesome,
course. They spray
That's
for
great.
mosquitoes.
awesome
I gotta say, that's my favorite
3D
part.
course. Yes, no mosquitoes.
Nice
Awesome
little-
3D course.
nice-
Very spread out.
Nice little clubhouse with a little bar and a place to plug in all the Nescos and an indoor range too where you can tune things up and get ready to go.
Yeah, which you did for a couple people.
Yeah, I was in there helping people tune stuff.
We bring, I think we all brought our setups last year, mobile
Yep.
tree stands. I brought a couple of them.
We were
Greg brought a
shooting
couple.
out of saddles.
We had saddles, we had
Yeah, I had
platforms,
guys shooting.
different climbing sticks. I'll bring everything I have so people can
Yep.
test and try. And if you're not a mobile person, like mobile hunter, and you are like, wow, this looks expensive, come play with it. Like
Yeah.
you can play with any of our equipment, try it out.
and
see
we
what
can
you
talk
think.
about other gear that's out there that's maybe more in your budget. You know, there's you don't have to be sold on one particular brand. I mean, you look at our collection of stuff.
We got a little bit of everything.
It's pretty
yeah, which is-
Frankenstein,
which
but
is fine.
it works.
Yep. Yeah, it's like our camouflage collection.
Mhm.
We met a lot of good people last year.
We certainly
and,
did.
I think the kid friendly part is good if you have kids. Like,
Coloring book, shed hunts. We have the Learn to Hunt people coming. We have BHA coming. We have all of our wives coming to help us
Right?
plan
Did-
stuff.
were either of you at the BHA shoot? No, last year at Horicon
I
Marsh.
was. Yes,
We
that's
were
how
there.
that's how we landed.
So we
on
just
that.
Yeah,
we
'cause
just
we-
had a little booth
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Because
Yeah,
we were
yup.
selling stuff. Yeah.
But now the selling of the stuff is different because of the not for profit.
Yep.
So, you may have to buy all your stuff on the internet, which is fine.
Which
Because
is
it ships
fine.
the same day.
Yeah, because the day is not necessarily about
Yeah.
buying stuff. It's
No.
about having fun,
Come
meeting
together.
people, and shooting
Yep.
bows.
We do have another caller. I think it's Kelly Hines, if I'm saying it correctly, potentially calling to just head about deer season. Hey, you're live on the podcast. Thanks for calling in.
Hey guys, it's Noah again.
Oh, Noah. Why does it say Kelly? I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Noah.
Because it's under my mom's name. We've been over.
Well, my
Well,
auto
thanks, Kelly,
transcription-
for paying the bill.
Kelly, you're a saint. And you came to Foam? Did you come to Foam Fest last year? Right?
No, not last year. I'm coming this year though.
You are okay.
Cool.
That's what it was. You're coming this year.
Yeah.
The number of DMs we get on the OKS Hunter page, I feel like a jackass because I can't keep up. And I've talked to you before, Eric. I'm like, shit. So anyway, forgive me, please. But yeah, so what's
Oh,
going on
you're
for deer
forgiven.
season? What's going on? Like, w's your setup?
Well,
Where
46 days, but
Who's
counting?
counting? Okay, 46. Shit. Okay. Is there really that many? Wow. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's gonna
It's
be
coming-
fast.
it'll be
You and I,
30.
Derek and I went out opening weekend, didn't we? Last year?
Yes.
On your
Yep.
canoe freaking extravaganza.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what you were made of. I found out he's made of way more
He
than
goes,
I am.
"Hey, watch this. I'm gonna put him through some major hell. Let's see if he
This will be
survives.
some good
This will
footage.
be some great footage. We aren't gonna see shit, but
Parker was like, "You need a break, Derek?" It's like, "Yes."
yes.
I can beast mode it. Anyway, Noah, you got the floor. You're the caller. You're our guest for the
Sorry.
moment.
yeah, I mean it's coming up here. I got a really busy August. It's still full of stuff. I actually own 40 acres up north. So
Oh,
I
rock
got some
on.
habitat work to do this little bit here.
Where are you at up north?
You guys know Tomahawk?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who
Yep,
doesn't?
about 30 minutes direct west of Tomahawk.
Okay.
Awesome, man.
What kind
Yeah,
of
it's a nice
habitat?
little area.
What kind of habitat work are you doing there?
Well, I'm going to be now getting 3 food plots, all about half an acre. So, got to get those all planted with all the fall mixes.
We'll talk about that. What are the fall mixes? What are you planting?
Well, on one, I'm doing a half in brassicas, half in winter oats. Both of those from a company, I believe they're out of Michigan, Killer Food Plots.
Mm-hmm.
Heard of them? So
Um,
the purpose of
I'm
that,
impressed with it.
are you trying to make sure the deer are fed all season long? Like I guess I'm just curious. I just talked to somebody at work. Their dad just bought hunting land, and he's like, "Hey, my dad's listening to your podcast." I'm like, "Ooh, this is an interesting way for you to talk about that."
Yeah, so something I've learned. So up there, it's actually interesting. It's actually still legal to bait up there.
Okay.
It's Price County. They haven't found, knock on wood, they haven't found CWD up there yet. So it's actually still legal to bait, but it's only a matter of time. So if baiting becomes illegal, food plots are still perfectly legal. So it's just getting into that pattern and getting deer into that pattern of eating just, basically natural food that I plant.
Sure.
So is this something you've done before, or is this your first year doing the food plots?
So I did it last year. I've had the land for about 3 years now. First year I couldn't get it. It was all big woods. There's debate on whether we're north enough to be called the Northwoods.
You're
But,
clear up there, especially if you're coming from like Illinois. You are.
That doesn't count.
It's close. Some people say it has to be north of Highway 8.
Yep.
It's up for debate, but I consider it Northwoods. So that's what my property is. It's 100% forest. Like I got and I got some like swamp, but it's forested swamp. And all around me, I don't have ag anywhere within 5 miles of me.
Okay.
At the least.
So if you plant food plots, you're creating a bit of a sanctuary,
Yeah. So we opened up, like I said, about three half-acre food plots now in the forest, and you just work up the soil, get all your soil adjustments in, and then you get the seed blends, and you can plant it.
Very cool.
That's awesome.
It's exciting, man.
So are you Spartan Forge has a web app? I know Brad had mentioned Onyx has that on the computer, and I think that's fine. Kind of. That being said, because they have a web app, like it's nice to be able to be on the computer and do some of the stuff, but you can get some really with Spartan Forge with their historical view of like scrubbing through like 2017, 2019, 2021, 2023, whatever. You could see maybe if the neighbors are planting food plots, and you can get an idea what other food sources are around.
Yeah, and they are. And it's actually, I actually just subscribed to Spartan Forge, and it's actually.
Did you use a code? Did you save yourself some money? Please.
Yeah.
Save yourself
some money. Yes, I used the code.
Attaboy.
There we go.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
But no, I mean, it's like I also have Onyx. I use Onyx. I like a little bit of their scouting features a little better. Mm-hmm. But Spartan Forge, they have a lot more updated imagery than Onyx does. So it's actually kind of interesting. Onyx, I cannot see any of my food plots cut out yet. I can't see my cabin clearing cut out yet. But I go to Spartan Forge and
you're like, God, this is creepy as shit. They know what I'm doing.
Yep.
Why is my truck there?
Like, there's my truck. Oh, it must have been 3 o'clock because the shadow is this way.
But yeah, last November is when we put in the cabin, and I pull up Spartan Forge this year, and can see that clearing, can see the cabin going up, and then can see all my food plots.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, that is interesting to see. Like I remember my boss talking about seeing a subdivision being built on Spartan Forge, but not on Onyx. He's like, I mean, really, quite frankly, if I didn't jump in this app, I would have just been screwed. I would have been going to hunt a spot that doesn't exist. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Yeah. But no, that's pretty cool. Like, what an exciting time in your life to be able to go and do that kind of stuff. That's a different game. Like, people talk about public versus private. Private's, public's really hard. They have their own unique challenges, and I think I would love to roll my sleeves up and get dirty on a piece of private land and work the property. I think that'd be super. That has its own flavor of anticipation.
It's your own different. It's a different flavor of earning it.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it's like I do public too, mostly just bow on public. I really got the private because I don't trust other idiots with guns.
Mm-hmm.
Smart.
Fair enough.
Yeah, guilty as charged.
And but yeah, I got that. And then it's really what I've learned is that doing habitat work is its own hobby. Like, don't even get me started on the amount of money I've put into food plots and
all of it,
the seed and all the
Equipment.
trees I bought and the mass trees I bought to what the payout is for a deer.
Yeah, I got a buddy that's like creating soft edges. I'm like, dude, I don't even know what you're talking about. I know because you're telling me, but like, no, I didn't know that was a thing.
The price per pound just went up.
Yeah.
Noah.
Man,
Hey, can I get some
labor.
beef stick? Can I get some venison sticks? Absolutely not. That'll be $10 per stick, sir.
Tenderloin would be nice and cheap at the grocery store compared to that
Right.
venison.
So, are you gonna hang like ladder stands? I think about like that. What's that stand company? Is it Vertical? They have like that like Cadillac of tree stands, and I think a lot of people are mad. I'm not carrying this in the woods. I'm like, well, I think that's meant for fixed. Like, I'm not mobile hunting with that thing. Or are you gonna like put up like an elevated box blind or like?
Yeah, are you on the food
'Cause
plot?
then you
Yeah,
could put
so
a
I
heater in
have-
What's
there.
your
You
plan?
could open up a little Debbie with no deer hearing you. It'd be great.
Yeah, I'll definitely show you guys some pics of my setups when I get to Foam Fest. But no, it's right now all I have one elevated blind. Basically, I'd call it a tower blind. It's about 10 feet up. It's made out of the same material that a truck cover is, soft covers.
Okay.
And really good for rain and wind, but up there when I think opening day of gun, I was out there and it was -8 degrees.
That's cold.
It was not so good for that.
I'd be bringing my mystery heater for sure.
Yeah. But no, it's comfortable. I mean, other than that, I'm looking at getting a ladder stand for the new food plot I put in, and possibly another tower blind for one of my other food plots.
Cool.
It's exciting.
That's fun. That's
So
a
your
topic we don't
property-
cover much. That's it's cool to hear about.
Yeah, see it all develop and your plan come together. Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice seeing it.
We'd love to see a Foam Fest. They have a couple elevated shots there, so you can practice a little bit on one of those and get comfortable at that elevation on a platform. But yeah, we appreciate you calling in, bud. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
We'll see you at Foam Fest.
Yeah, it'll come before you know it.
See you guys there.
All right, buddy.
Thanks,
All
Good
right.
night.
See you,
Thanks for
Noah. Have a
calling.
good one.
Yep, see ya.
That's cool. That's a whole different game.
It
So-
is.
I think this is the time, Greg, that we hammer down a little bit.
What are you
What
hammering
are we
down on?
hammering down?
Well, I mean, Noah, like Brad's e-scouting till he's falling asleep.
Mhm.
He's going to North Dakota. Noah's putting in food plots. He's busting his ass. You got how many cameras you got up?
No, whopping 4.
How many cameras do you have up there?
I don't do cameras.
how many hours you got logged in the woods there?
I got a
You been out
couple.
shining yet, Eric?
Oh, you know what I do?
It's
love?
time to hammer on Eric and say, "Get out in the freaking woods, guy."
Take the kids.
Let's
go buy
drag 'em out
You
there.
know
I
what?
wanna-
Maybe
Guess
you
they're
need to go.
frozen. What the hell?
Maybe you need to
Anyway.
go buy yourself a new shining light.
I want to. Oh,
I have
here
a shining
comes the
light.
bourbon.
comes- see,
I'm
that's the
come,
mask
I'm gonna
right
talk to Holly one day, and I'm just gonna say, "Hey, I'm coming up, just taking them,
Yeah.
and we're gonna
Maybe
go
we
out.
need to go do
gonna
another.
go
The three of
scout.
us go run through a marsh somewhere.
We need to.
Yeah.
So we're frozen on the screen. Yeah, I see. But you guys can still hear us, so I'm not worried about the frozen video. We'll deal with that on a different note. I don't know what the hell's going on.
When the north
Here, this
wind-
the GoPro's working.
I thought you were gonna start singing "Let It Go."
Wow, the
from
Northwind
Frozen.
one. That's not a
Penny
common
loves the Northwind one.
Okay.
Way more than any other one. So
one.
that's-
Lost in the woods. That one's me.
Sven?
Sven?
Samantha?
I will
My
tell
kids
you.
love- I don't even know Samantha.
Everything's all the DSLRs are frozen. I guess we're just going to GoPro tonight.
Nice. Cabbage.
Hey guys, we're up down here. Seriously, I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah, so literally, what is your plan for deer season?
So my cousin asked me this. I had a family little get together over the weekend.
Yeah.
My cousin Jeremy. I was at my uncle Gary's house, who's got the buckatorium. Okay. And my cousin Jeremy showed up. He's like, "What's your plan?"
Is Jeremy the cattail runner?
Yeah,
Yeah?
he's amazing.
You gonna go run through the jungle?
I was like, he's like, what's your plan? I was like, Jeremy, I don't have a plan. My plan is to hunt as much as I can. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I want to avoid all of the issues with my wife, and all of the issues are deer hunting. So I don't know what to do. She's already getting PTSD from last year right now. So the social content is real, guys. When we put out content clips, it's because it's a reflection of my life.
I'm actually crying.
Or a reflection of somebody's life in this group.
And I will tell you, my plan is to mooch over you fuckers.
Oh, there it is.
I know. That's why I was trying to.
Yeah, you were trying to goad it out of him, and you did
But
successfully.
if it's not, I'll just go fucking
No,
make
I don't
it
have.
up.
I don't have
care.
a problem with that.
I don't either.
I'm just trying to say, hey, we got a month.
Yeah.
Let's
start.
find 2 hours. I'll drive an hour here.
I know what
And
I'm
let's go look.
But so I applied for
Let's go play.
I applied for conservancy property with my dad again, which we do every year.
Yeah.
I still owe him money for.
Did it take a big poop on you or what?
No, we haven't heard. It always is the last minute. Like you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
hear until like the
Yeah,
end
yeah.
of August.
So don't use that as your excuse. Let's
So
go look at
it-
some places that
Go
aren't
look at some other
conservancies.
stuff.
But I tell you what, that's my ace move. If I get that, I've been to all their properties now for several years, for a decade. I know their properties like that. I know where the.
Is this going to be the year you actually shoot at a buck on one
Well,
and kill it?
that would be fantastic. So if I get access to any one of their 3 or 4 properties, I know what to do. If I don't, then I'm just gonna go wing it on any property I can go canoe or kayak on, because we're gonna be kayaking a little bit this year.
We are.
So, oh no, the whole thing shut down.
Awesome. It shit the bed.
What is that all about? What? We
We
still have
didn't-
audio. I'm not worried about the audio,
Eric,
guys.
it didn't like your answer.
No, it did not.
Like what?
Wrong answer.
Why
Shutting down.
would it just
now.
do that? Now, so you can still see us talking. It's okay.
Shitting pants.
I'm not terribly worried
now.
about it.
It's the okayest.
We still have the audio. It's never a concern as long as this red light is on.
Oh, why did it turn green?
Shut up.
You panicked. You panicked for a second.
Restart. Anyway, no. So my
You can poke at it all you want.
what is the deal? I need to stop being distracted with technology breaking tonight. No trail cams hung. I have a cell cam. I don't know where it is. My plan may have expired. Maybe I'm still paying for it. I'm not sure. It's from Moultrie. But that
Folks-
one, that cam was like busted. It was like one of those where it was like the sun was whitewashing the imagery and the videos during the
Yeah.
day. Nighttime was great. Nighttime worked fine. Daytime, when
Horrible.
you need them, couldn't work. I have some other trail cam that I don't even know what brand it is, sitting somewhere in my garage that takes like more batteries than I could count. I don't know what to do with that thing, but I have to go check it manually.
He's got a battery out of a diesel truck sitting out there.
because
This will
Because-
last all year.
because
Nobody wants to steal this piece of crap.
because I don't know. I'm not the one to go. I don't have time, guys. I don't have time. And I know that's a shit excuse, but I've also
You should,
acknowledged my
You
reality.
should really pay attention when I give that seminar after you talk about all the things you do about scouting effectively and how to maximize your time. That'll be right after you. You can't miss it.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, that's the thing.
We
Where's
need to
this
get
one
you
turned
on the YouTubes giving an instructional on how to scout Okea style.
Well,
That'd be a hit.
here's what's awesome about the 3 of us sitting at this table. We all bring a very different perspective.
Huge.
You have properties that you know super well because you put in the time and like those are the spots you hunt.
But
you know
to a
'em
fault.
super well.
But
though.
to a fault, right? I'm leaning
No,
on
but-
them too hard. I should probably be
but you
looking
know
at it. I know them.
You've
Yeah.
put in the time, like you, which is good.
Yeah.
Which is good. I bounce to too many different properties.
In all fairness to you, though, you also moved from the north to down here.
So I can try new properties.
You're trying new properties.
Because I just
But
like
you're
trying new shit.
But you're trying, you're what are we, 3-4 years into it now that you've moved down here?
Yeah.
And so you know what properties suck. You know which ones have
do.
the crappy hunters on them that shoot deer and let
That's
them
the
get
biggest
away.
thing. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
It's like you learn real quick which properties like just
Yeah.
are getting way too much of the wrong kind of pressure.
Yep, time to bail out from that one. So and I ran through that too, but I'm a resident of the area, so I know which properties I don't mess with anymore.
Yep.
Just because I know who's hunting there.
And then you got Clarky.
Clarky.
I will just do what I can for now. I don't
Which is
have a
good.
good answer for you guys. The one cell cam I hung up once, my dad said to put in like a rut area where like bucks would be cruising. So it was like nothing happened the whole entire season until the rut. So my dad was dead right about
Mhm.
it. And then when the rut happened, I was like, "Oh, look at all these bucks!"
You're going,
freaking out.
And then we're getting messages. I got fucking work today, and you should see what's on the camera right now. Yeah,
But I had scouted that area deeply, and I
Mhm.
knew I'd gone way past. I scouted the whole property. Like I was like, this activity wasn't here last week, and now it's here. Like I went and also put boots in there. I was like, these rubs were not here like 2 days ago, but now they are. A buck lives here. He's here. And I saw that buck, and that's the buck that you had texted me, and I wasn't paying attention. My own fault, not yours, but nonetheless, I was gonna say, I didn't even get to draw back on the bastard.
When he came right by,
That was at
you were in
140 at
that.
10 yards, and I was like, no. So anyway, that was my one cell cam, and I was like, it was crack cocaine. It was going off in the middle of the night. I couldn't. I was like, oh, look at this. So those are a problem for me. I probably just should not do that. And I will tell you, the buck on the wall here that nobody can see because our camera stopped working, like that was a surprise. The one behind Greg, they were both surprises. I didn't have cams, so for me I kind of enjoy not having cameras. I think it could make me a better hunter to have more intel and
Mhm.
predictability.
When you
or whatever,
have the
but
ability,
it's so
and
cool to
when
just
you
know.
when you are able to make the time to go and put forth the effort of preseason scouting, running cameras, and maybe that's going to take you just getting your own land to do that.
Mhm.
Then you're going to want to know what's going on every inch of that piece of property because now you own it and you're paying taxes on it. But and then being able to, postseason scout in the wintertime like we always like to do, leading right up into spring again, right
We have
before turkey.
4 callers waiting right now.
Well, then I better shut the hell up.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. I don't want that to happen, but
Bring him in.
Bring them in.
you're live on the podcast.
Bring him in at the same time.
What's up?
Hello,
Hello.
Hi.
Is this Thomas?
this is. What's up?
What's
How we
up?
doing?
This is the basement decorator.
The base.
I was just listening to the trail cam talk, and it got me a little horny, so I figured I'd call in.
All right, sounds like
They're
the,
called antlers.
the right kind of clientele.
What's going on,
Got
man?
him.
Oh, not much. Just itching to stop drinking whiskey and sit in tree stands. I mean, this is time of year that you can only do so much, and I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to start slinging arrows.
I hear you.
Yeah. We've been tinkering a little bit, but Foam Fest is coming, so we'll have a little event to get warmed up.
Y'all hunting out of state at all this year?
I know one guy is.
I'll be down on the Illinois Public mainly for early season, just October.
Oh,
And
that'll be fun. I got a lot of buddies that hunt there, and they drive me nuts with their pictures all year. So good luck.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we're heading down, me and 2 buddies, in 2 weeks, and we got some
Is that
scouting
you
to
and
do.
Bo?
Yeah, down by
Bo Belo?
near my buddy Bo Belo. He's sending me pictures. He's got cell cams down there, and the buck I found the shed too. That real tall brow. He's showing up, and he had one giant that's showing back up on their private stuff. But we're gonna go down. Me and 2 buddies. We're gonna hunt the public, and we're gonna go scout in 2 weeks and hang some cameras and see what we can do. But that's the only out of state I think planned.
Yeah, I'm.
Well, y'all might not ever see me again after this fall because I'm going to Missouri, Texas, West Virginia, and possibly Ohio.
God bless you.
Wow.
Damn.
And
Damn.
I just
You really
and
are
I
a basement
ju- I just
decorator.
entered for, do what?
You really are a basement decorator.
Yeah, I'm trying, but my wife is going to absolutely kill me
I was
because I've
just
only
gonna
told her
say-
about one of the trips so far.
Nice. So she'll have the
Well,
pine
my-
box ready and waiting.
The bun-
Yeah.
Well, you just
Why do you have a suitcase downstairs?
Well, you just need one more trip. Just book one more, not for you. Just book a week in Cancun, all inclusive for her, and she'll forget all about it.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I
Man.
I just took her to Rosemary Beach last week for
Okay.
our 10-year anniversary. So
That
hopefully
doesn't
that
count.
gets
That's
me
a 10-year anniversary.
good-
That was a foregone conclusion. You're going to do that. You got to do something bonus.
Yeah.
I was going to say good work.
Well, I didn't have to do it.
She's in
yeah.
the background. I heard
Great,
her.
my kid.
Oh, it's a
Do what?
Oh, that was your kids? I
Oh,
thought it was your
Lord.
wife. I was like, oh, no,
Yeah.
he's in trouble.
I just took a Sprite, but
No more
good
soda.
talk
It's
to
9
y'all. Good
o'clock.
luck this year.
All right,
Really
thanks,
Thanks,
good.
buddy.
Good luck,
We'll
man.
see you.
All right, man.
Who do we got? Austin Schweitzer. Am I saying your last name right, Austin?
Yeah, you were close.
All right. Welcome to the show. You're
Schweitzer.
live. What are you talking about? Whitetail honey? What? That's my auto transcription is always wrong. What are you actually trying to say?
Oh, I was just calling in and talking about whitetail hunting, man.
Oh, hunting. That makes
Just in
more
general.
sense.
I'm I'm just
Said
excited for
hunt.
season just as much as you guys are.
I'm gonna make a shirt now that says whitetail honey.
Whitetail honey.
You already got images in your head
Yeah, I
about
do.
what that's
Yeah,
going
I
to
have
got-
about 50
you
just
got-
flash in my brain.
Yeah, whitetail hunting. That's good stuff. We like it.
50 Shades of White over there.
Love my whitetail honey. Thanks for calling in, man.
That should be a shirt. 50 Shades of Oaks.
50
White
Shades of
oaks, red oaks.
I was gonna make one called
Burr
historical
oaks.
data with all your every time you said historical rubs.
Sorry, I said it up too many times.
Yeah. Anyway, well, thanks for calling the show, man. So, what's up with whitetail hunting?
Oh, nothing, man. Just prepping for season. Shot my bow tonight.
There
Nice.
you go.
I'm just excited. I'm a little bit behind the 8 ball. You know, I haven't got any cameras out or anything yet, but
Welcome to the
Yeah,
club.
man.
Overrated. Overrated anyway.
It ain't Velvet Fest, yes, is it? Like, when does Exodus start their Velvet Fest officially?
It's going.
Ah,
It's
damn it,
going
I'm
right.
wrong. Don't listen to me.
Yeah. I mean, what are the chances that maybe one or two of the bucks that you get on camera right now are sticking around?
Yeah, go listen to the one we did with Rendell Eric about your early season pitfalls, and this is one of them. People get all
I've-
hopped up on trail cam pics now that don't matter.
For years, I started running them in June. It's cool to watch these bucks develop into something big, or maybe you thought they'd be something big and they're not. But either way, by September, you might have one out of say you got 6 different bucks on one property, and all of a sudden, one or two stick around. One real good one, and then maybe his buddy buck, and they're not buddies after a while. So come October, they're definitely not buddies anymore.
No, now they're sparring.
I disagree 100%.
Disagree 100%. How
But-
so?
Depends where you hang your
It
cameras.
depends on
you
where
hang
you-
them on
you're-
field edges,
Yep.
you're going to get different
Exactly.
deer now than you do get in September.
You are.
I have a series of cameras in places that last year produced in the summer, and guess what? They
They're still
produced in the fall.
I will tell you
Still there.
that I do not know how to fight. But,
different
but when I
information.
learned how to fight, there's something called telegraphing, where you could. It means you can anticipate the person's move. Okay.
It's like a tell in poker.
Yes. So you're telegraphing those bucks. So you're not putting a cam where they are now. You're putting where they're going to be.
Yep.
That's different. All right. Sorry.
Sorry.
We're like totally high. we're on bourbon over here. We're on bourbon time.
no, I'm enjoying it, man. Keep going.
I was like, oh, shit, I hope he didn't hang
These
up.
guys are gonna duke it out right here.
That one telegraphing them.
It's like you guys are in my head right now. I'm thinking about all the cameras that I'm going to have to move after I put them out and
Well,
have to move them in a week.
But there's a reason. Like this year, I only dedicated a very small handful to field edges, and they'll stay
Less
there.
than normal.
Oh, way less. And I knew, last year I shouldn't have been putting as much resource into that. I knew that.
So do field edges just give you deer porn? Like,
Yeah,
Well, they
great.
give
you're
you-
like, I just
I
want to
mean,
see pictures of
you-
deer.
awesome,
You-
awesome pictures.
you took good advantage of all that deer porn. I mean,
yeah.
you were starting to make centerfolds of that stuff.
Yeah, content is king.
Yeah.
Context is God.
So
Isn't that whitetail honey?
it is.
That's whitetail
Oh,
honey,
whitetail.
son.
That's
Little
whitetail.
whitetail
Oh,
honey.
does it taste good? It's so sweet.
It is sweet nectar. Put it in my coffee.
Yeah, I don't know,
Oh,
man.
man.
It's just like, I just in summer I don't have ag fields to hang on,
No,
and it's
no,
like
you don't.
if I can hang a camera and let it sit there, absolutely catching nothing for a month. But then when those deer come in, they don't smell me there. They don't smell my tracks there. They don't know anything, and they shift into my cameras. And the first time I check it is that first day of season as I'm walking in with a stand on my back. Nothing more beautiful than checking it and being like, wow, 2 days ago, this buck just walked through.
Yeah,
I'm
That's
hunting
pretty
here.
cool. Yeah.
I'm
No,
pushing
I'm-
buttons over
Yeah,
here.
that's the
Your
worst,
ad's on
man.
the screen. Where are you out
So
of?
in
Where-
your guys,
what state? It's real
No,
quick.
go ahead.
What state are you in? Where are you hunting out of?
I'm in Pennsylvania.
Okay. Big woods.
Yeah, northwest Pennsylvania. It's actually a pretty good area. We're right around Ohio. I mean, I can basically throw a stone into Ohio, so it's a pretty decent area.
You're not far from Jake Bush.
Yeah. No, Jake's in the state, and then Bo's in the state too. I've had him on, and yeah, pretty good state.
Sweet.
I'm excited about it.
Ohio is a tough state. Is that where's Byron?
He's Ohio.
Ohio.
A lot of guys in Ohio, a lot of guys in Michigan.
Ohio has just been overrun by out of state hunters, from what I gather. I've
Yeah.
not been there, but like in the last 15 years, it's just slowly been worse and worse and worse. Because they had you guys in Ohio, you've had some huge, huge world class deer killed in the last 15 years in Ohio.
They also had a major EHD breakout or outbreak
this
last year. It
Breakout,
killed
outbreak. Those are the same words.
Yeah.
Good job, Greg. How many bourbons have we had?
Yeah, they definitely got hit hard with EHD at one point, but I can definitely attest to the out-of-state hunters in Ohio. A lot of PA guys, West Virginia guys, all breaking into it. I mean, their license sales keep going up, but the price keeps going up too. So it's kind of like a barrier of entry, but it's still cheap enough to make it worthwhile.
Yeah, the Hunter podcast, HUNTR, they had Matt Ranella on, and I'm open to having him on here. I probably wouldn't drink as much bourbon. I have to stay pretty sure, but I have to take a 5-hour energy shot for that one. But they did some clipping out of their podcast and posted the meat on the bone to their social and was like he was hating on the hunting public. He's like, I don't know those guys. They seem nice, honestly. Like they seem like great dudes, but like how rude that they're, taking up and robbing people of public land because now I can't do it. And I just think that that's a really selfish mindset. So when people say certain other people have come into different states and ruined it, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Come and blow up Wisconsin if you want. I'll still find my path. I'll just go somewhere else. I personally, this is different. I'm changing the topic a little bit in the tone. I personally love the challenge. So call me nimbly bimbly here because I don't know what I'm doing this season, but that's the fun of it. That's the fun of it for me. I love it. I love the exploration part, and uncharted trails that is the definition of adventure for me. I love that shit. Bring it on is what I say, Matt.
I would definitely agree. I mean, no matter what state you go to, it's always a challenge, especially places like Ohio and Pennsylvania that have a lot of public. I mean, it is a good opportunity, and you can hit a new piece every day and have that challenge. I think that's kind of a weird bias saying that people are ruining it. I don't think that's really all that fair. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think maybe to some degree, but not really. I think we need to. I think we need more people in hunting. I think we do. I think it's going to die in the vine. I think we are in
more
perils.
people hunting requires, in some cases, more pieces of land.
Yeah,
it requires more real estate.
More
to do
weapon
that.
choices like crossbows that bring that in. We're inviting all sorts of controversy in at that point.
Oh, yeah, that's a huge controversy.
But then that brings in ethics, and crossbows are probably more accurate than compounds and traditionals. So then, well, you can't hate on the guy that never gets to shoot his bow and shoots a crossbow. I'm sorry, guys. I'm steering this into a negative.
Yeah, you totally.
Greg's looking downwards. He's not looking at me. So I feel like he's trying to not make eye contact.
Like a dog shamed.
Greg's like, would you shut up, Eric? I'm trying to go home.
No.
Anyway, good topic.
Good topic. Let's bring it up a little bit. Are you guys excited about anything? You got any prospects for this season?
I'll switch the camera to Derek. He's the only one that's really doing any
Prospects?
inventory.
I don't know about prospects.
Well, you got a
but
prospect from last season.
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm
trying to,
excited. I got a spot near, I would say near where I live, that I had just hunted 1 year. Last year was the first year I hunted it. Eric hunted it once with me.
Mm-hmm.
We met a nice guy out there who we might go scouting with. He's messaged a couple times. He wants to go out and walk the land together. Yeah, Randy. So we might put in some time together and just kind of check it out, which I think is what you were talking about with Matt Ranella. Like, it's not about excluding. It's about like, hey, let's enjoy this experience together. So I think it'd be cool to share the woods with somebody and kind of have that experience and grow together. He's fairly new to hunting, adult onset for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I got some bucks out there that are nice, and it's a hard area to hunt. I know I've learned about multiple people who are hunting the same deer, and I think that's a fun challenge.
You inspired some content recently.
I think that's a fun challenge. I really do. The area, like I'm a pretty mobile guy. Like I'm not afraid to get into like shitty trees and shitty situations, and it's still difficult there. Like and that's why these deer are there. That's why I know no matter how much pressure is there, they're going to live there.
It's a
'Cause
hard
they're
area to hunt.
very
It's a
frickin' safe
vast
there.
area to hunt,
Yep.
which is interesting because you're bringing Northwoods flavor to an area that probably feels a bit like the Northwoods.
Mhm.
In ways.
Yeah.
It's different, but
Mhm.
it's the same.
The population density is thicker
Yeah.
here in the southeastern Wisconsin region, but the hunt is like the Northwoods.
I would say
So
it's similar
It's
in
a
ways.
unique
Definitely.
challenge for you to flex on what you know.
And I too have a property that lays out a lot like that because of the terrain. It feels very Northwoodsy.
Well,
The
we have
Northwood Swamp.
we have a couple more callers, Austin, behind you here, so we're going to bring some of those folks on if that's all right with you. I just hate hanging up on people like blindly.
Absolutely, man. Keep it going. I love hearing it.
Thanks
for having me on.
Good luck this season, buddy.
Yeah, call again.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, take it
Thanks.
easy.
I also have to thank him for bringing up. He said whitetail hunting and then transcribed it to whitetail honey, and I am now obsessed with.
It's gonna be a thing.
It's gonna be
terminology
whitetail honey. I think we need a
Can we
drink.
put-
we need a drink called whitetail
Can we
honey.
put Austin's name on? Hide it in there like a little,
That'd be great.
little illusion.
Calder, you're live on the
Austin.
show. Long-time listener, not a first-time caller. Welcome to the show, Calder. You're live.
Gentlemen, how are you doing tonight?
All right, Calder,
you
how are
doing?
you?
Getting better by the minute, sir.
Good.
It's all about that whitetail honey. You know
It
what I'm
sounds
saying?
like y'all are doing good.
Yeah. So you're excited about the upcoming
Hey.
season?
I am, man. I've been shooting my bow in my basement. I was gonna go eat some venison burger tonight. And now I'm out with my daughter for this outing, and my phone's about to die on me. So I just got two quick questions for you guys. If you're up for it.
Heck
You-
yeah.
Yes, hear it.
All right, awesome. So, first question, and I probably will ask these questions and then listen off the air if that's all right with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so my first question, I hunt on a field edge. I'm down in Anderson, and for the first time I've ever hunted this property, the farmer has planted corn. And so I'm a little bit nervous to mess it up. I don't know if I should go in and hunt the early season while the corn's still standing, if I should wait for it to get cut or whatnot. I'd love you guys' opinions on that. And then secondly, my second question goes out to Derek, more specifically, just about big woods hunting. I would love to know your top.
If you're on, if you got us on speaker, hold on. If
Yep.
you got us on speakerphone, take us off because we're getting every other word. I want to make sure you hear the questions crispy and clear. Or maybe the mic's just
Okay,
getting covered
any
up a little
better?
bit. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
better,
better. Thank
better.
you, sir.
Okay. So first question is, I hunt field edge, and farmer planted corn this year, and I don't know if I should go in early and try to hunt it or wait till later season when it's cut. Love your opinions there. And then secondly, for Derek, I would love to know your top one or two things that you're looking for when you go scouting a new piece of big woods property. Is it terrain features or is it edge habitat? Just whatever you're kind of scoping out, just as a primary, idea to get in somewhere and look around. Just
Wanna
those
take
two
question
questions.
one,
I'll
Greg?
listen off there. You guys continue to have a great night and have a drink for me.
Will do, buddy. First question. Corn.
Greg, you have corn.
You hunt it early? Do you hunt it when it's cut? Is what he's asking. I don't know.
Right now, as it's green, it's two things, and people wouldn't believe it until they saw it. And I've got video footage of it, and maybe people have seen it. But deer will eat green corn leaves right now. Like I've watched does and fawns walk along and just mow off green corn leaves. That's right now. In 40 some days,
What did
it's going
Rendell-
to start turning dry.
Rendell said on his episode 2-3 episodes ago, he talked about like corn is protein. That's when
No,
they're
it's a
building-
carb.
My bad. I meant to say carb. Building up those neck muscles. That's a later season thing. Beans have died off early.
Yeah.
Corn is going to survive. It's not going to get cut for a while. So they'll eventually, according to Rendell, migrate to corn later season. Maybe they're eating it now also, but
They're eating the green right now.
Okay.
Raccoons are doing what they do, but deer right now it's a source of cover because it's close to body experience. They like
what's
that.
that? What? Close to body.
Yeah.
High stem count.
High stem count.
Was the
Damn it,
big
there's a-
They like
buzzword.
stuff.
Big
They like
buzzword.
stuff. You know, if it's touching the rib cage, it's kind of a comforting thing for them.
Interesting. No,
Yeah.
close to body experience. It sounds
Yeah.
like the opposite of an
I like
out of body
that. This is
experience.
new. This is
But
new.
okay.
I like
But
it.
it's-
I get what you're saying.
But it, you know, they can lay down in it. It's cover. They
Sure,
can.
sure.
It's overhead cover.
Yep.
You know, keeps them out of the sun. Maybe they don't want to be down in the swamp.
I've
our
seen this
swamps
on
are
the
dry
Hunting
right
Public
now.
where they talk about shade is
Yeah,
helpful in the
it's
summer.
yeah, and you know maybe the swamp doesn't have any water. Well, they eat greens. Greens have water in them, right? They're
Good
dense,
point. There's
dense
juice
and
and water in
moisture.
there. Yep, yep.
So they can stand up.
There's
and
water
eat.
and coffee.
Yep. Well, exactly. So not the same, but close. They'll eat that. They can stand up. They've got cover. They've got food. They've got shade. And maybe it's not so bad with flies because maybe a little bit of wind can carry through it, you know, depending on where they're laying in it. Where in the swamp, yeah, they'll have cover, but maybe the flies are terrible, and maybe they browse that area off already. Or like this year, there's probably not going to be a lot of food left for them by September if the lack of rain keeps up. So scouting is going to tell you where the deer are at the end of the day, but corn is a good source of cover early season. Once it starts to die off, I think the deer will still use it as a source of cover. Hopefully that there's a green food source close by, like an alfalfa field. They can come and go out of that corn. They get a lot of cover. People won't see them. Or beans, they're good now. They're coming out of the corn to eat the beans. I've seen that already this year. Everything within a 30-yard area off the edge of the corn is completely browsed.
Mowed.
Yeah, you could see every end is just nipped right off. But they still have that cover. And if people go wandering around by that cornfield, then they're going to go push deeper.
Yeah.
Trying to get in there, I mean, I would still approach a cornfield downwind. You know, you're on the downwind side. Yeah, the deer will probably be more downwind so they can see out of some of the rows. But then, you know, during gun drives, and again, this is later on, I've kicked deer up in the middle of cornfields, way in the middle.
Yeah.
But different time of year. So it's a seasonal thing.
I think we got a gift of that happening.
Yeah, could be.
No, I think that was well said.
I don't remember the specific question around Northwoods.
Northwoods terrain is what he was talking
Calder's
about.
called in quite a bit about some of this stuff. And I would just point him to your YouTube video on our channel.
I just did a YouTube video. We just posted it yesterday or the day before. I just did the little scouting and hung 2 cameras, but really, and you can chime in because you've hunted Northwoods also,
Yeah.
but really it's just about habitat diversity.
It always
I would
is.
say it's anytime you can find 3 different habitats coming together. In the video, I have an older popple slashing, 20 years old.
Can you just tell me what a popple slashing is?
Popple slashing, if they go in and clear cut any area,
Okay.
you get rid of all older canopy. Popple shoots in a lot of northern Wisconsin.
Popples grow like weeds.
They just grow faster than any other
Yep.
tree. So you get popple trees. So a slashing will be when those popple trees shoot up, they'll kind of choke out a lot of the other plants and weeds once they get
They'll
older.
grow 4 times as fast as an oak tree or a
A
maple
popple
tree. Yeah.
is something that a deer can eat.
Like an aspen.
Yeah.
They'll browse
eat
the
You can
buds
tell it's
off.
an
browse
aspen by the way it is.
You can tell by the way it is.
The,
But,
the western name for popple is aspen tree.
but they're
Alright.
pretty much the same.
They're pretty much
It's
the
a
same.
fucking weed, and it's
So,
a fancy place called
You get
aspen.
a
Good
you
to
get a
know.
clear cut. I would say the first 5 years, there's a ton of diversity in that clear cut because it's open. So you get tons of different plants.
So
Weeds,
popple shoot is just new vegetation. coming up.
million different
Mhm.
things.
Good to know.
But 15 years in, the
Changes.
popples have
matured.
taken over
Mhm.
all the canopy. So a lot of the undergrowth stuff, the weeds,
A lot of those trees in the marsh that we're hunting with the white bark.
Mhm.
Remember?
big
Those
round
are popple.
green
Those
leaves.
are popple trees.
Okay.
Yep. And they'll get so big, and so tall, and either they'll fall over by the roots, or they the end of their life they start dry rotting from the middle and they die when it
they
takes
don't-
them out.
Yeah, I just wanted some clarification.
Yeah.
Yep.
So in the video, there's I think I say it in the video. One of the takeaways is like a 20-year-old popple slashing I have found up in our neck of the woods is an amazing buck bedding area. They love older popple slashings. They love new ones too, but an older popple slashing with any type of rolling terrain, especially near edges. So the biggest bed I found last weekend was
Called a king bed.
it was
I
huge.
thought that was great.
It was huge. It was
There's another
literally this
idea.
big. It was all open.
enormous.
You could just see how it was on top of a little knob about 10 yards off of the edge of the popple slashing where there was planted pines. This is where like a huge high line windstorm, high speed windstorm went through, and they leveled everything. They cut it all.
Straight line winds just knock shit down.
Yep. They cut it all, and then they planted pines, red pines, white pines, whatever they were. No, red pine.
Red pine.
Red pine. They painted. So
pulp trees.
One steep knob in this close to the edge, and the buck was bedding in this heavy, popple, maple, where there's tons of shadow from all the leaves, tons of shade. A huge bed right on that knob. Could see all the way around no matter what the wind was doing. And it was just a perfect spot. But it was where two different habitats met. And it was very close to where there were some oak trees. So anytime there's diversity, it's all about finding as many different
High
food
stem
sources.
count is something that
High
I've
stem
heard.
count is always good because it's food.
But then
That's
the
what they
change in topography, if you're looking at a map, getting boots on the ground, looking for those terrain changes,
It's-
vegetation intersections.
Edges, and then it's those little micro terrain changes. So it's like,
micro terrain changes.
yeah. So there's an edge, pines, popples,
Mhm.
but all of a sudden you have one steep ridge where there was like a little bump out. That's a micro change. You wouldn't notice that. Like on the map, you can't see that, but that is what held the buck.
I bet you could with LiDAR.
Very
You wouldn't know the
possible.
vegetation.
Very
maybe,
possible.
Maybe, but you still need to put boots on the ground to find the vegetation, and you don't know if trees have fallen on LiDAR, so they could redirect the deer into a different direction altogether.
Yeah. Obviously, getting boots on the ground. We have one more caller. Let's our last caller of the show because I think we're getting into the. It's
Good
late.
stuff. Good
Overtime.
stuff. It's great.
We get overtime. Overtime.
Brian, we'll see.
Time
It says so. Brian, you're about to be live. I'll bring you on in just a second here, but just for the record, because this is turning out to be a funny thing that the auto transcription is just clearly effing things up. It says Brian Derrick, hey, sexy feet. That's what I'm reading on the screen.
I cannot wait. I hope this is a Brian I know.
Brian,
this is Brian Myers.
you're live on the
I'm gonna shit
podcast.
my pants.
Thanks for waiting for
Derek!
Who is this?
Brian Johnson.
Brian Johnson, you son of a bitch, you.
But did it really mean sexy
How
feet?
the hell are you, pal? And no, I tried to say that Brian Johnson, Derek is a sexy beast. Apparently
He has very sexy
But my
feet.
feet are also damn sexy. Thank you for noticing,
I think
Brian.
Our auto transcription needs to take on a persona of its own. We got to name it something. I don't know, but it's clearly effing shit up.
So Brian Johnson here. This is Brian, the other Brian we had on from Illinois. Good sit.
Yes.
This is his cousin.
Oh no way!
Yeah,
Welcome to the
yeah,
show.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
live on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm the larger, handsomer cousin.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
How's it going, man?
Yeah, I love my cousin to death. Good. I love my cousin to death, but we probably threaten to fight each other twice a week.
Did you go to the Mobile Hunter Expo?
No, I had to work some bullshit concert thing over the weekend here in town, but they paid me $50 an hour to do it. So
That's not too
Could be
bullshit,
worse,
then.
right? Could be
Yeah.
worse.
You need hunting gear.
yeah, it
so.
could be worse. And my wife's 7 months pregnant. We got a toddler, so that's
Hey, congratulations on 2 months.
no congratulations necessary. Due date is September 27th.
Hey, all my kids are September. You're like,
We
welcome
will-
to the club, buddy.
We're sending a prayer your way, brother.
Yeah, Derek's gonna have to draw me another picture though.
Yeah, I
There
drew.
you go. Derek's really
He
good at
commissioned
those.
me to draw a picture of his wife with their newborn baby. So.
Cool.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it's a big ass picture. He did. He got it for her, or he made it for her. I had him make it for her for Christmas.
Yeah, that was pretty
Sure.
cool.
Yeah,
So,
I'll do another one.
what's on the docket for your hunting season? Do you have trail cams and cell cams out? Like, are you prepared? Because you're not going to be
I
able to
got
hunt.
3. Well, I'm coming home from my farm that I have. But when I moved away, I moved about 45 minutes east of where I grew up. And me and my grandpa years ago bought a place that's about an hour west of my hometown. So now it's like a 2-hour fucking expedition to get over there to do anything. But I just put food plots in today.
Cool.
And I got a couple of pieces of public by me that I hunt periodically. Other than that, I've just got the farm that I wounded that deer last year, and then 3 days later shot a deer the same size.
Yeah, you shot a real nice one, man.
Yeah, that deer, as of March 31st, that one deer still had my arrow in.
Wow.
Holy cow, still walking.
I know.
They're a tough critter, man. They're really tough. I mean, they can take more than what a lot of people give it credit for.
And that was that a really steep, almost straight down kind of shot, Brian? I think we lost him.
And we did.
We were just having some technical difficulties here, but I think I remember because I think his cousin Brian Rogers, who shot that big giant one that we helped drag out, I think he videotaped it, and I believe it was like a fairly steep straight down shot.
Those are tough.
And you
hit
get
a
one lung
Yeah.
most of the time if you hit where you're aiming and you don't hit the spine, you get like one lung, and man, those sons of bitches can go a long way.
Yeah.
And sometimes survive.
I mean, and there's other factors that drive into it too. If you're shooting a wider head, that's got more drag through it, it's not going to plow all the way through. I mean, this is a debate that people argue over and get in fights over. The arrow wasn't heavy or whatever, heavy enough or whatever. But there's all sorts of factors, the angle, everything. You're in the moment. You're trying to take a shot. There's always a chance for something to go wrong. Even with a gun. I mean, we've seen plenty of that happen too in our lifetime.
For sure. I don't know if you caught or if you follow John Dudley at all?
A little bit.
I just saw a video last night, and it was, if you're going to watch any video of mine, watch this one. And I was like, got me. I'll click on it. It's 10-minute video.
I started watching some of it, and he was still shooting, and I'm like,
he was shooting, and he just shot for almost the whole video.
Yeah.
And he walked up and he said, I just see all you guys out there who are trying to do the right thing, and I get it, but you're bare shaft tuning. You're trying this, you're trying that, right helical, left helical. He goes, look at this group. 70 meters. He had a group like this.
Mm-hmm.
He goes,
70 meters to
70 meters.
Was that in yards?
No, meters.
I know, but I need to know the yard conversion.
It's longer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right? Way more yards. But he goes, these 3 arrows are right helical. These 3 are left helical. This is this vein. This is that vein.
Right.
He said, go shoot your bow. Get competent at shooting your bow before you ever worry about all these little things that people are worrying about with arrows and broadheads and veins these days. He said, just go shoot your bow, because that's what's going to make the biggest difference.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, man, that was a little bit of clarity I needed, because I've been trying to get caught up in technical
No, just
stuff.
Shoot what you got. Whatever you brought to the ring, go fight with it. Go fight with it. Get good with it. And if you want to go play around with it, then then go play. But if you know you have something that works, don't deviate from it.
Oh wait, did we hang up on someone?
Yeah.
I think we lost him.
He's back. Sorry about that. It dropped off. You're back.
All right. I said, did the transcription pick it up this time?
I don't know.
Why
did you hang up on me?
I said, this is Brian Johnson.
I said, I was like,
this is Brian Johnson. Why'd you hang up on me?
Oh, man.
But anyway, yeah, I got like 3 farms I pretty much rotate between, and then I hunt some public by my house, and then I hunt the same public that Derek and my cousin do.
Cool.
But that's quite a drive for me as well.
It's nice to have
last year when Derek and his dad helped me and my cousin drag his booner out, when I got to the parking lot, I didn't know who Derek or his dad were. I looked at my cousin and I said, did you give him the talk? Meaning we were never here. Every person that we ever bring to drag a deer or whatever, it's always like, if I see you with your phone and I see you drop a pin, I'm going to break it in half. Blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
Shit like that. It was funny. And then a couple days later, Derek shot that big bastard too.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool episode. Did you watch it on the Carbon TV or the YouTube or whatever? Where you underestimate? I think the episode you underestimate my sneakiness, and that because Derek I think in the episode in his interview talked about how like ever since he was a kid he was being accused of being overly sneaky, and I thought that was a pretty cool title.
Yeah, I always tell my cousin, quiet like the Indians.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whenever we're walking in the morning, because he walks really fast and he walks with a purpose until he gets reasonably close to where he's going to set up, and he's so loud. He doesn't think he's being loud, but he's so loud. I am twice his size. No bullshit. Twice his size. And I can sneak someplace, but this guy, he is just like power walking through the woods and shit. And I was like, shut the hell up.
Have you guys ever noticed that when you walk behind somebody, they're the loudest person in the freaking world? You're like, how can this person be so loud? And then you get in front and you're like, man, I'm being stealthy. And they're like, you're being so damn loud.
My dad does this thing where, and he obviously is a listener, so I always love talking shit about my dad on the podcast. And usually I'm complimenting him or something, but I'm going to talk some shit, Dad. For years I've followed you. Years. More than I can count. A decade. And he will talk to me as if he's talking to me. I can't hear a damn thing he's saying.
He's facing away from
He's facing away from me. I can just see him pointing at stuff.
And he's pretty soft-spoken. He doesn't have a loud, carrying voice.
I have no clue what you've said. Zero. All I hear is, it's like,
and then he looks back at you and you go,
yeah, I know. Yep, got it. 10-4, there's a rub there. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? I have no idea what you're saying. And that's how we learn. So anyway, I just had to say that.
One day I'm just going to have my phone recording while we're walking.
Please do that.
Because he doesn't believe me.
Oh, that's funny.
Do that, Brian.
He's probably 5'7". My cousin's probably 5'7", 160. I don't know. And I'm twice that. And it's just, dude, you can damn near float, and you're still out there.
I want to hear the recording of Brian sneaking through the woods.
My dad sounds like Kenny from South
Park.
Park. I swear to God.
I'll get you one.
Good shit.
That'd be good, man.
Yeah, thanks for calling.
Good news. Even though I got it. Oh, okay. I was going to say.
Oh, well, go. No, yeah. Don't listen to me. Go ahead. If there's a little bit more, go ahead.
I was going to say the deer that I shot at the arrow still in him.
Yeah.
If you want to go watch that video, that's all on Brian's YouTube also.
Which YouTube is it? How do we find it?
Good Sit Mobile. It's
yeah.
It's like November 10th at 5 yards or some shit like that. The video title, but it was an all-day sit he and I did, and like 4:30, this buck just strolls in, and I absolutely just wrecked the shot. And he jumped the string like 8 inches, and I thought he was a little further away than he was. He was like 16 yards, and I aimed like he was 25 or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but it ended up being, at best case scenario, one lung, and that deer at March 31st still had an arrow in it. So
wow,
damn.
Well, you know which one to go after this year.
Wild day.
Go for the yellow and red fletching or whatever. That's your buck this year.
I know, it's blue and white. They're my fletchings. I won't miss it.
Well,
I just put out my trail camp there the other day with my nephew, and it was only 105 that day. And so hopefully I get a picture of them soon.
Cool, man. Well, keep us posted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will, Derek. I'll holler at you later. I'm about to pull into the house right now.
I love how everyone's just calling us on their commute home. This is
awesome.
Perfect. This is great timing. You have a good night, man. Thanks for calling.
Thanks for calling, Brian. See ya.
Yep. See ya. I told Derek.
Damn it! I hit the button before. Well, that time it was me.
Up again.
Nice job, asshole.
I was like, oh, we're good. You know, I need to get like an intern to do the thing. I can't do. I know how rated people do it, but they just drop
itchy
calls.
trigger finger.
I was trying to do to be really good about it.
Yeah, it is.
I was like, oh, here we go. Drop.
A little itchy.
Don't be mad at me. I'm sorry. I usually really keep people on longer than I'm supposed to, because I think I should just hang up like way
That guy's
early.
10 foot tall.
Ask your
and
question,
least...
hang up, and then we'll answer it, and then we'll bring the next caller on.
This is like a D1 football player. You're not worried about.
Yeah, he's 10 foot tall and
Oh, no.
310 pounds. You better watch out.
Wash me like a bug. Great. Hey guys, tomorrow there's a run at Lapham Peak. Do you want
Have fun.
Do you want to do it?
Send me a video if you're doing it.
Yeah.
It's called the Prowl at the Peak. It's tomorrow night. It's tomorrow night. I'm gonna do it. I'm
Look
gonna
like
run.
a
How far?
prowler.
It's a 3 miler and trail running in the dark, so you don't know what the fuck's going on. It's like you have no way to mentally prep for the hill. You're like, I'm running. This is so
In the dark, you don't even know you're going up a hill. You know, you're just like,
You have
why
no
am I
idea.
puking blood?
How many bugs are you gonna swallow?
I
on
did it.
that?
I did it a couple years ago, and it was probably one of the hardest runs I've ever done in my life. And I've been running since April, so I'm gonna do it tomorrow, and it's gonna.
Because you're running in the dark and it's all anticipation.
You have no
Are we
idea
done
what's
yet?
going
Are
on.
we done yet? Are we
Yeah,
done
correct.
yet?
You don't know when you don't know when
You
you're
don't have a
done.
clue.
You don't know what's up next. You don't know when the hill's gonna end. You can't see the crest of the hill. Like it's terrible.
Sounds awesome.
And that's why I
Sign
love
me
it.
up.
Yes, I'm really excited about it. I told my wife, I was like, shit, that's tomorrow. I should probably sign up for it. She goes, okay, cool.
You crazy
I am
bastard.
so jacked about it. Like I'm gonna
Oh.
go there and I'm gonna be like, it's a sweaty hot mess. I'm gonna get bit up by mosquitoes. It's gonna be awesome. I cannot wait to suffer.
Let me know how that goes.
There's gonna be a trail dump involved.
I might break an ankle. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for tuning into the show tonight. Thanks for all the calls. There's more than I can count. So I think that was a good night. Lots of comments coming in. So everybody, thanks a bunch. Hopefully we answered your questions and we had a bunch of fun doing it. We appreciate it.
See ya.
Oh, nope. There we go. Oh,